Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you the fans can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today guys, we're talking about Spider-Woman issue number 14. That's right guys, I have been waiting for this issue for a very long time as we get to see the ramifications that Jessica goes through with Roger, aka Porcupine, being dead by the hands of the Hobgoblin. And this is a very cool looking cover as you get to see Porcupine being eaten by the Hobgoblin. Now this book is written by Dennis Hopeless and the artwork is done by Veronica Fish. The artwork is absolutely well done in here. I love the great facial expressions in this book, and I love how Jessica flashbacks to possibly Roger's death in here as well. You get to see those scenes, which are really well done. And then you just get to see some other nice looking artwork in here as well. And I just think, you know, emotion tells it all in comic books, and with great storytelling, you should be able to tell the story in the comic through the art, and I think it does a wonderful job in here. There was great action sequences in here as well, so it's a wonderful looking book as well. This is pretty cool too. So what did I think of this story this time around? Well, if you remember correctly, yes, Hobgoblin basically blew up Roger. It had to do with something with the porcupine suits. So we wound up seeing that at the end of the last issue, Ben Ulrich winds up actually telling Jessica what happened. So you get to see her relive, or kind of just thinking about what she would do without Roger. And she was everything to him, and it's just like, Roger's my friend, he's my guy, he's my best friend, he's my sidekick, and she basically says everything but like boyfriend or lover or I loved him, but it's all those same qualities are in effect, but she just doesn't say that. And I was waiting to see if she would say, hey, I love you, and you don't see that. But then you wind up seeing that she has to become a mom in this issue, and she's got to put on that brave face, you know, be the mom in this particular issue. And it's kind of sad, because it's like you always got to show your kids that you're strong, and you know that you want to show them that you're happy, and you don't want them to worry, and so it's a way of protecting them. In this issue, you wind up seeing Carol. She makes her appearance in the book as well, and it looks like that they don't disagree still. And we recently saw them actually make up, and I'm not sure which issue that was or what book that was, but they did make up. So the inconsistency is there when it comes to the storytelling that Marvel has between the two characters. Also, we wind up seeing, now that Carol decided to watch the baby, she goes up and she tries to do some investigating. So she goes to Porcupine's wife, and we can see that she holds a lot of animosity towards Jessica, and they started fighting with each other, and we wound up seeing an intense scene here between the two, and she can't stand Jessica because basically Roger, in the, you know, I guess short description, left his wife for basically for Jessica, and it's just like, and Jessica was blinded by the love. They say sometimes love is blind, and Roger truly loved Jessica. He told Ben Ulrich that in the last issue. And his wife basically saw that too. You know, he left his family behind for Jessica and take caring, you know, her kid, and doing the dishes and doing all that stuff. And after Ben Ulrich comes and talks with Jessica in issue, we wind up seeing that conversation take place between the two, and she just never saw it. And maybe Jessica doesn't even really know that, realizes that maybe she's in love with Ben, and it's just been love is blind with her too, because of everything that's been going on with her being a superhero and being a mom and things like that. And it was very interesting. So that she winds up getting this call, and she winds up finding out that there's Porcupine that's robbing the bank. So she winds up driving to Queens, and she goes to Queens, and she winds up going to this bank, and what happens is we wind up seeing that someone is wearing the suit. Now we're not sure if it really is Porcupine, but but he really is silent and whatnot. And she basically gets attacked by Porcupine, and you think that she's going to get killed, and she keeps saying his name, Roger, Roger, thinking that maybe somehow he's alive and maybe he's being controlled or whatnot. So, what do I think about this book? I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a great read. It was very emotional in many ways. First when Jessica was flashing back, and then when you get to see her with that scene with Ben Ulrich, and she doesn't even realize that Roger loved him and her, and it was just so intense. And this story just has me at the edge of my seat, because it's like, I want to see what happens here. I want to see if Roger is truly dead. And it got very dark, especially in the very beginning of the book. It was very dark, seeing and reliving Roger's death, how he possibly got blown up and whatnot. So really great stuff here. When you look at the Spider-Woman character and look at how many layers has been added to the character since Dennis Hopeless started writing her, it's amazing. At first she was just an Avenger, like this badass, hardcore, you don't want to mess with Jessica Drew character. Then she went to quitting the Avengers. She changed her costume. Then she went to quitting the Avengers. Then she wound up getting pregnant, and she wound up having this great and different type of supporting cast. So again, my hat's off to Dennis Hopeless for adding so many layers to this character and adding this great dimension to her. It makes you really want to care for her. And I love Dennis Hopeless. I've read a lot of his other stuff in the past, and I can't wait to see where this book continues to go in the future. I gotta give this book a 5 out of 5. No, I'm sorry, I can't give it a 5 out of 5 because of the one thing. The whole inconsistency with Marvel and the Carol Danvers and Jessica Drew relationship. So I'm sorry, I will change that to a 4.75 out of 5. So now it's your turn in the comments below to tell me what you thought of Spider-Woman issue number 14. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think about if Roger's truly dead? Who could be wearing that porcupine costume? And guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. If you like what you see here, check out all our other videos. Check out our live show each and every Tuesday night, 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out on comicfrontline.com. And guys, until that next comic book review, Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.